move a little early in that case, in case we fall behind. So we're 2 minutes ahead of schedule. So, Doc, you're on, sir.
Thanks, Doc.
Now, you're from a newer company that I haven't heard much about. Tell us a little bit about that.
We're Mercury Games. We're out of Toronto, but most of you folks are our customers. I just can't help where I was born.
What? No one's mocking Canada here. We love our northern neighbors.
You don't know about our mayor in Toronto? I'm surprised you're not mocking. Anyway, I shouldn't have brought that up.
Politics.
This is our first year in print. Our first game, Quarantine, came out in May, and this is our third and fourth game, Infamy and Capitals. Our motto is, we only want to publish games that we want to see on our game shelves. Mercury is made up of a bunch of gamers. Yeah, it's a business as well, but we're gamers first. So we put a lot of attention to detail in production quality. Those of you that know some of our games have seen that. If you've come down to the booth, you've seen that as well. Quality is king. Gameplay is also obviously important, but we want to make sure that you're happy with the product you've got, and it's, cards aren't tearing, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll talk about Infamy for a minute. 3 to 4 player, cyberpunk type game. You're a seedy underworld freelancer, thug, moving into Mars in kind of the near future, so a bit futuristic, using an auction bid mechanic to try to either become the leader of one of 3 factions that are on the planet currently, or trying to forge out through infamy points your 4th faction. So you will then run a 4th faction to compete against the other 3 underworld factions on the planet. Fun little game, 3 to 4 people, plays in 45 minutes to 60, which seems to be kind of a theme at the con this year. Some meaty play, but played in a shorter time period. Probably isn't a good lead-in for my next product, which is the Capitals.
10 seconds.
Okay. 2 to 5 players, city building. Instead of cards, you've got 145 tiles representing all the buildings, Euro style. So a heavy, heavy game. Little deeper, 2-hour gameplay, 90 minutes, 2-hour gameplay. More of a gamer's game. A lot of replayability with 145 unique tiles representing all the buildings in the game. And our artist did 100 different designs, hand-drawn designs for all of the buildings. We're really proud of him for doing that.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Cool. Wonderful.
Appreciate this.
Thank you. And we'd like to make a donation of Infamy to the cause.
Now there's a possibility that you will win something with your tickets that you have. Hooray! Infamy!
Thanks.
Okay. Is anyone from Eagle here?
Yes.
All right. It's your guys' turn. Well, you can come up together if you like. I'm doing well, sir.
Hello.
All right, Eagle Games. Now, I've been really confused about this one here, how to pronounce it. It seems like I thought it was Rococo.
In German, it's Rococo.
Yes!
But in English, it's Rococo.
Oh.
And of course, we have the only copy with the C. So, anyway, this is a new game that we partnered with Egert Spiele in Germany. And we've done a limited print run to bring it here to America as quick as we can. In fact, we got it here in time for BGG.con. We introduced it here. And I just learned it's number 7 on the buzz list at the moment. So we're really happy about that. And we're selling a lot of copies. And since we have a limited print run, if you need a copy, want a copy, time to get it.
Unless you're listening to this, in which case, too late.
No, we hope not. And of course, there's a good possibility that down the line we'll be able to do a reprint or something like that. So certainly, right now though, we've got some promos still here at the show, and if you're listening, hopefully, I know there'll be some on BGG.con. I believe that Peter Egert has made sure that there's some there, so you'll be able to get it there as well. So we're really excited about the game, and I'm new with Gryphon Games, and so I'm really excited to start in with some good things, and Peter will be telling you about more. And another game that I've been partnering with Mike Fitzgerald to get produced, his really super baseball game, and I'm sure he'll tell you more about that.
He will. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Now, Peter has designed these 2 fantastic games, Francis Drake and Triassic Terror. Both small games. Francis Drake has currently crushed another game in my collection, and punitive measures will be taken. It's against me for stacking them poorly. So tell us a bit about it.
Quick update. Okay, KL Games out of Australia. I use Eagle Games to distribute in America and the rest of the world. KL has a philosophy, big heavy games, beautiful components. You can see Drake downstairs. And hopefully, with me as the designer, hopefully good games.
Yes.
We just had some great news. This is now top of the buzz list, so thanks everyone.
Number 1?
Wow, it's number one.
Oh, wow. Good.
The bad news is it just sold out.
No.
There's no more anywhere in the world. So we have to another print run. The good news will be we're going to put the official 2-player variant in, thanks to Matthew Falk. We're also going to do an expansion for 6 players. So then, yeah, it can go from 2 to 6. Works really well. Drake's been great. Okay,
Dinosaurs, automatic plus.
Because of the great success of Drake, this game's fallen under the radar a bit. This is my favourite game. This is a very clever area control game. Games Magazine gave it Strategy Game of the Year, which I'm very happy about that because I put 12 years of design into this game. This is my best area control game. And it's a very calculating game. You've only got 6 actions. The game flows very smoothly. With those 6 actions, you can evolve some new creatures, migrate, you can grow new herds, or then you can take some predators, and the T-Rex is pretty major. He eats 5 dinosaurs. Each raptor can do some amazing things. The strategies that those 6 tiles let you work out make this a great area control game. So hopefully, once the buzz of this dies down, people might see this one.
And that's Triassic Terror and Francis Drake for those of you who can't see them.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now, we were talking about baseball at multiple points during this show.
It's come up. It's a running theme.
So we have with us the first voice of the Dice Tower.
It's true.
The first voice.
Yes, and was very sad when I couldn't hold on to that, but somebody like Eric comes along and the game's over. So I realized I wasn't good enough to continue radio or anything else once Eric...
Yeah, this is Mike Fitzgerald, by the way.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, so I'm very happy now to be full-time in this community because I did end my radio career. So for those of you that like some of the things I do, there's going to be a lot more of them. Otherwise, just keep moving along and buy the other stuff. But I'm only doing games I like. I'm going to continue to do. There's more Mystery Rummies coming. And all my life, I've been a baseball fan. And I never was happy with baseball games in general. I played Apple Stratomatic. I still do. I played, and there's simulation games. But other games are trying to get a feel for baseball. For some reason, and I tried to make them too, and they just didn't work. I was trying to simulate the game too much, I think, and they became boring. Because baseball, as it is boring. So, so I finally realized I got to get away from trying to simulate baseball and just make a good tactical 2-player card game that has some deck building. Since deck building came along, I said, "Ooh, that'd be good. You know, build your players in." And I figured out how to play a little 3 to 5 minute baseball game with 6 cards each that doesn't have innings, doesn't have outs. But Tommy played one little bit.
We did. We are currently
right?
1-1.
Yes,
1-1, and it's very, very fun. It's fast. It has a little bit of the baseball flavor into it, but it's a fun, quick game.
So it's in the future, and there's robots and cyborgs and a big backstory line, and we're really excited about it. I'm very happy the response has been so positive. It's a game I love. I did Jack the Ripper to start the Mr. Rummy series because I love that, and I love playing Rummy. And I did this because I love baseball. Most of my other games, they're fine, but I do them for other reasons. You know, a company wants something, or there's a theme that comes up, or I'm adding to something. But these two, Mr. Rummy and this one, are very personal to me. I just want to see them in print so I can play them. So Gryphon Eagle is going to do the game. We're going to kickstart early next year, probably February, and it should be out in the spring sometime. And I'm just thrilled and have a real baseball game that I can enjoy and play. And I hope other people like it too.
All right, thank you. We appreciate it. Wait, one more time.
Yes.
Say, and finally, #1 for us.
And finally, my voice is #1.
All right. See, is Chris here? Wait, we have Chris. No one, Chris? All right, we're skipping to Dan Yarrington. Hooray!
Just in time.
Now, I'm really interested in this game. It has a... It says Velociraptor, exclamation point. Cannibalism, exclamation point.
That's pronounced Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, okay, well, people have gotten to the point now they understand that I can't pronounce anything.
Yes, so this is just releasing here at the show. This is another game you may be familiar with.
It's not very good, though.
No, it's not very good.
And what's it called?
Don't buy this one.
What's it called, Dan?
It's nothing personal.
Ding.
No, I did not say nothing.
And the Young Turks expansion, of course. So, Velociraptor Cannibalism is just releasing here at the show. Oh, there's my Mario alarm. And it's 3 to 6 players, plays in about an hour, and you are playing as Velociraptors, you have a big board, and it's primarily a card game, so you're playing the cards on the board. You're building out your Velociraptors. They cost a certain amount of calories, of course, as you get bigger and more awesome. And so it is going to take more energy to reproduce and to flee and to keep yourself in your awesome machine. And that's
Was that your Velociraptor voice?
Yes, that's a Velociraptor.
Wait, I want to know why this guy's wearing bunny ears.
He's wearing bunny ears because this guy has a rocket pack. This guy has Cthulhu tentacles.
Yes, those are good, but bunny ears.
Right? Well,
I get the rocket pack. How does the bunny ear help?
It probably doesn't take many calories to have bunny ears. And it distracts your opponents. I think it actually adds to your defense, or possibly your speed. So you have to, you have to attack the other monsters, the other dinosaurs, in order to get calories to survive. And if you run out of calories, then you have to eat your own bits in order to get down to the point where you can survive. So that is Velociraptor cannibalism.
Is self-cannibalism.
Yeah, I mean, as a last resort, right?
I like how you say that. You're like, oh yeah, because that's in so many games.
Isn't that what you do every week on your show?
Haven't you ever seen dinosaurs?
Listen, you can battle sharks, eat cupcakes, and grow tentacles. What's not to like?
Okay, you had me at eat cupcakes. All right, we're good.
It also has a Cthulhu expansion inside, so like everything.
Panderer. All right.
That's it.
That's it? Your time's up?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Who's next? Oh, Anton from Fantasy Flight Games.
A small publisher, Fantasy Flight Games.
The smallest here.
Awesome. Hi, guys.
This is the first time you guys have been at the convention.
This is the first time that FFG has shown up to BGG.con, and I want to say awesome, I love it, and thanks for having it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
He mentioned tentacles, so I figured with my minute and a half that I have left, I wanted to say one of the games that we're demoing here is Eldritch Horror, and Eldritch Horror is a sister game to Arkham Horror. You may have heard of Arkham Horror.
Occasionally.
It comes up.
Every once in a while, and I believe you may have played Eldritch Horror.
Yes, and we lost.
Terribly, I remember.
So it's a cooperative game. It's for 1 to 8 players, but takes the fight against the Ancient Ones, throws you on the global stage. The mechanics are all new, but it will feel familiar. Familiar in the way that a sequel to a movie or a book that you really love, it has the same feel, but a brand new setting, brand new experience, and lots of narrative tension in ways that Arkham never had, right? But I love this, and we've been demoing this and 2 other games this whole weekend.
Now, you decided to go with a all-demo strategy here at the show in the exhibitor hall. You're just showing demos. You're not selling stuff. You don't have the crowd control that you do at a show like Gen Con. Has it been more relaxing for you?
Well, no, it's been very exciting. So we decided to come with a skeleton crew and then and just show off games because people are here to play, and that's been really fun. So we're not selling anything this time around, and it's been awesome.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take
and
care,
it's
guys.
super fun. All right, we're up to Victory Point Games. Victory Point Games, the company who had the audacity to mix chess and Dominion.
We did, and we want to thank you for your liking that game. We're actually working on the next For the Crown expansion, so which is The World is Round, which will have pieces which actually go off one side of the board and come back on the other side of the board.
I didn't need any more thinkiness in the game. It was already making my brain hurt as it was.
That's what it's best at.
Well, let's pause for a moment. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Joshua Gottesman. I'm the business manager for Victory Point Games.
I'm Stephanie Marroquin. I'm public relations.
So, Victory Point Games has really evolved over the past couple of years.
Yes,
I think
I
that'd be
know.
fair, right?
Sure, yes.
And one of the things you guys are doing now is you're putting out these like small games with these really unique mechanisms that we haven't seen in any other game. Trieste and the samurai game. Tenka. Yes.
That is our goal. We're trying to fill a niche market because we figure we have to do something to stand out. So we're trying to fill out that gap that's missing. So like you mentioned, Trieste, we wanted to pick something that was a 3-player only card game because that's something that's really, really rare. But when it comes to game days, we notice that in between the large games, you need something quick, and sometimes you only have a few players left over. So Trieste is a perfect example of what we can sneak in there.
And because we're still a print-on-demand company, we can take a risk on a game that we don't have to print up 3,000 copies of it beforehand if it turns out it's a hit, Trieste has actually been a very nice seller at the show, then that's great. We can always print more, but we're not stuck with the problem with, okay, well, it was something we tried, it didn't go over well, and now we've got a warehouse full of them. So it allows us to take more risks in the titles we publish.
And your library has gotten really quite big at this point of games. It seems like you come out with one every hour, I think.
That if the company's owner had his way, we probably would, but we've toned him down to about 2 a month.
All right. Well, we really appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for coming to the show. All right, we're going to take a scheduled break here for 2 announcements. One, even though I told him like 18 times, it's apparently obvious that Bonaker forgot what time he was supposed to come. Secondly,
I got the second last slot. You lied.
Shane, you got time to come up here and talk real quick? We got time for our sponsor, Cool Stuff Games.
Actually, I kind of want to talk about Gryphon Games, but...
That's fine.
Excellent. That's what I want to do. So we're starting a new division called Gryphon Games. We just ran a recent Kickstarter in conjunction with some company called 8th Summit, who's released Ace Detective and also Agents of Smersh. The game that we recently ran was Run, Fight, or Die. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but it's a Richard Lanius game, and we're just looking to kind of branch out. We're in the sales portion of the industry now. We want to be in the publishing. So we think we know what makes good games, and hopefully you guys will be... will concur with what we think. So,
now you've had a chance to play a lot of games while you're here, which is something that we know that since you own Cool Stuff, or one of the owners, that's all you guys do.
Right. It's all. So we just sit around all day and play games.
Right.
Pretty much 50, 60 hours a week. That's how we run our business.
But you had a chance to play here, and one of the games we had a chance to play together was the spaceship game Artemis.
Yes.
And we did quite well.
Yeah.
We did terribly.
No, we need to rephrase that. We did terribly.
Okay.
We did well.
Oh, yeah.
So, just to clarify.
You just took the lessons we learned in the first session and did well in the second session.
We had a better captain in our second session.
Wait.
Bart, do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Well, I was engineering. I didn't know what I was doing.
But we won.
We won. I don't know how.
So people want to learn.
We died. Our ship blew up, but somehow we still won.
What I did was I launched all our nukes at the last moment at the ships that were next to us, and even though that was hurtful to us, we died with honor, and won. We died with honor the first time too.
Well, the first time we had to self-destruct.
No, that was dishonor. That was dishonor.
No, we got stuck and we couldn't go anywhere, and Bonacore was complaining that it wasn't fun anymore. So we self-destructed the ship, and we all. We all said it was an honor serving with each other, and then the ship exploded. It was fun.
It's a blast.
So people want to learn more about the company, the new games. Where should they go?
Well, we have a website, Boardgamegeek.con. We're going to be putting stuff up there, all the games we're going to be working on, and so all that information will be there, and things that we really want to push. You'll probably see a little bit of that, through our website or through Board Game Geek ads, but we'll make our presence known for sure.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. Appreciate it. And if you need games, you should go to CoolStuff.com.
Yes.
Cool Stuff Games. They'll have lots of games. All right. Frank is next.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
R&R Games. Great to have you with us.
Oh, nice to be
I see
here.
Time's Up got a new box.
It did, both of them actually. The Title Recall and the Deluxe were updated, so added some new content and made it look nicer.
Now, is this the first time you've been here at the convention?
First time ever at BGG.
This is the first time I've seen you really outside of Florida much. So what's new? What's exciting?
Oh, it's all exciting. We have the Hanabi that keeps coming in and going right out. We got Deluxe Hanabi that we're working on. We're going to have our own version.
This is the one
what
with
makes
tiles,
it deluxe?
right?
The one with the tiles, yeah, it's going to have nice tiles. We're doing a slightly different version. Should be a little bit upgraded and nice price point. So should come out first quarter next year.
So Hanabi won the Spiel des Jahres.
Yes.
It's very popular, and it seems to be very popular here. Everywhere I go, I see
Super
people
popular.
playing it all over the convention.
Yeah, we can't keep it in stock. So
Well, that's a good problem to have, I
it's a
suppose.
good problem to have, and we're trying to get as much as we can here, but it's slow going. So we got plenty of other party games coming out, and we have those new strategy games we released at Essen, Coal Baron, and New Haven, which is still not here, but it's coming. And we've got Plunder, the deduction game. We've got Unnatural Selection, the wacky cards, the combat games. So.
Before you go, I have a couple questions.
Shoot.
Okay.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Relish and Rhinoceros.
No.
No. Your turn.
Oh, I wasn't prepared.
Okay. Rum and raisins.
No. Sorry. That is not.
Ricin and
Nothing goes with
Remora.
Oh, so close. No. I'm sorry.
For those of you who don't know, there's a contest to figure out what R&R Games means, and it's been going for
18 years.
I have guessed almost 1,000 guesses.
Yeah. In fact, this is the one man that has gotten the closest to the meaning of it, and he actually got one of the hidden clues, and I don't think he even knows what it is anymore.
Wait, hidden clues?
That's
so hidden I don't even know what I did.
He received one. He got it.
I just opened up the dictionary and looked for R words and put them together.
Okay.
But I knew you probably lost it, so. Yeah.
What if R is a code for a different letter?
I already tried that. I already tried that. All right. I already said like a pirate. R and R. That didn't work. And writing and arithmetic without the W's. I'm stupid. Okay.
So
nothing works.
The prize continues to grow every year. So.
And now all of you can start guessing.
That's right. Oh, come on. You don't think that's like the first 10 I did? Come on. Rest and Recreation was number 1, and then we went on. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely. It's fun being here.
By the way, that's the current Dice Tower contest. If you win, you get something.
Sure.
The contest ends
whenever.
Okay. All right, we're at Tasty Minstrel Games, right? Huzzah. All right, well, there's lots going on here. We have hot peppers, and we have pay what you want.
Yeah?
Let's start with the hot peppers first. I'm very excited about that. It looks really cool.
Seth will tell you about it.
So our new game that will be on Kickstarter next month, we're demoing it in Demoland, is Scoville. It's the hottest strategy game you'll find in 2014. It's about pepper farming. You plant and breed hotter and hotter peppers to put in your chili. And so you actually plant peppers on the board, and you combine like a red and a yellow, and you walk by them to get an orange pepper. And the board, as it plants up, that's the board you walk through. You're all walking through the same board, so you're blocking each other and getting each other's way. It becomes difficult to get the peppers you want.
All right, and there's currently a Kickstarter going on right now, right?
No.
Oh, it's over.
No.
It hasn't started yet. It's going to be started.
Oh, for Scoville?
Yes, the Scoville one is coming.
It's coming.
But you have a Kickstarter on right now, right?
No.
Oh, it's over.
Those are over.
I feel like I'm a who's first. Well, so tell me a bit about this. You have an expansion for the dungeon roll, which you said you can pay what you want. And this is an interesting concept. I haven't seen, I tried this before, and people pay me pennies, but it's working for you.
Well, the key is you have to have a minimum, so you can cover the expense.
The foolishness. The foolishness of the Dice Tower.
Unless you happen to have like a million people throw stuff at you.
That's Alan Moon.
He said Humanity.
Oh, Cards Against Humanity. I see.
So Dungeon Roll promo pack. It was 4 extra heroes and some treasures, and we wanted to get them to people. So we said, "Here, pay what you want, as long as it will cover our cost to send it to you."
And how many backers did you get?
6,000, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot.
6,000-ish.
So is this something that you think we'll see more of, like monthly, weekly?
More of, yes. I don't know how frequently yet.
So what else can we see in the future, maybe? Give us some clues.
What's coming out, Seth?
I just got an email an hour ago that the boat containing the Belfort expansion and the Eminent Domain expansion is due to land tomorrow in Georgia. Customs is going to do their thing for hopefully not too long, and then it'll be on its way to all the backers. Hopefully all of you are backers. And if not, hopefully you'll all go look for it in the stores. So that's coming very soon. Upcoming stuff that do we have anything for sure that we're, other than Scoville,
that we're announcing
that we want to talk about? Well, we have
Kings of Air and Steam expansion.
We work on
that's going to happen.
Expansion for Kings of Air and Steam. We have the 2 things that just ended, the winter promo pack for Dungeon Roll, as well as a werewolf style deduction game called Templar Intrigue.
Yeah.
That was the other pay what you want Kickstarter that just ended. Quick little 10-minute to half an hour werewolf type game.
We have too many awesome games to talk about.
No, it's fair enough.
What else do you want to know?
Well, no, I want to go back to Eminent Domain. So that's going to go to people from the Kickstarter. When will it hit the stores, you think?
According to all the estimates and all the ETAs and everything, it should make the last auto ship date of the year for our fulfillment company, which means it should be in stores by mid-December. Mid-December.
Oh, that's very exciting. So just in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
Run out to the store and buy it. But we've been looking forward to seeing this for a long time. So this is the first of 50, I heard.
50
expansions?
expansions?
50 expansions? No.
Why not?
It's the first of 3 expansions.
Oh, okay. I was close. I just guesstimate.
And I do have the advanced copy with me if anyone is super excited to see what it looks like. You can find me.
All right. Well, you guys got 10 seconds. Anything else?
No.
Keep up the good work. Review all our stuff.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it for coming on the show. Tasty Minstrel.
Thanks, guys.
We're going to go with Chris, since you're on now.
And his game company? I just like to hear you mispronounce
Yes.
it. Please do.
Okay, this is Chris from Watzelpalag.
Watzelpogue.
Pogue.
What's that stand for again?
With all this talent sitting around, let's put out a game.
That's kind of what Steve Avery and I said one time, except the word talent wasn't there.
With all this bleep.
Yeah.
So how's it going, Chris?
It's going great. We are selling lots of Buccaneer Bones, which is our brand new one. It premiered at Essen just a few weeks ago. I don't know how long ago. But yeah, we sold out at Essen, so we drop shipped some more to here. And it was our first Kickstarter, and it actually went amazingly well as a Kickstarter. Usually they say Kickstarters, they go up and then they plateau out. Ours never plateaued. It just kept on getting more and more every day. So it was kind of an amazing Kickstarter.
So as a company that hadn't used Kickstarter before and then decided to make that jump, what has it allowed you to do differently?
Basically, it allowed us to fund our game. We were going to do it anyways, but we were going to have die-cut counters in there for both the boats and for the treasures. But we decided we like good bits. Anybody who's seen Fistful of Penguins knows we like good bits.
Oh, what's the little one with bottles?
Yeah, last call.
My kids were stocking the shelves, the milk and then lots of different alcohols.
Yeah, alcohol, yes. Well, I played that first in prototype form with a little 8-year-old boy and his father, and he beat his father. You like that. But, anyways, so we kickstarted it so that we could upgrade the bits without upgrading the price. And we have some really nice bits. We have some. I think they're supposed to be used for backgammon tiles, but we have those for the ships and for the treasures in there. And it looks really nice, and it's a $10 retail price for all this neat stuff.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I also want to say,
cool.
I think your shirt is fantastic.
Thank you. This isn't the company shirt. This is my
This is a fairly subdued shirt.
This is my going to dinner and being subdued shirt. Yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Is Justin here? All right, moving on to Eric Lang, who has designed every game ever. Oh! Now listen.
Hey, stop yelling.
You frighten me.
You'll scare him off.
People have asked me the best game I played this convention, and obviously Caverna is a fun game, but I've already played it before the convention. Best one at the convention you've designed. Tell us about this. This game is so much fun.
Which one?
Come on, don't be.
Marvel Dice Masters, from Wizkids, is just coming out. It's a game very, very loosely based on Couriers, designed by Mike Elliott and myself. It's Marvel. It's not about gaining victory points, it's about kicking your opponent's ass with superheroes. The dice are right here.
We got to edit the show.
Forget to bleep that. That's fine.
You're welcome. The dice are here. I've seen the production copy the first time, last month. They're really awesome.
This is good radio.
So Eric was slowly placing dice on the table.
I could roll them, but...
Okay. So the structure is you've got all these hero cards.
So you have some hero cards that you bring to the table. Your opponent has hero cards they bring to the table that only you can buy from, and only they can buy from. And there are action cards that are in the middle that both players can buy from. And you use, in a pseudo-Courier style way, you roll your dice, you use energy to summon superheroes to beat up your opponents, to kick your opponents blank.
Yeah. It's essentially Couriers mixed with Magic the Gathering, I feel. It's very, very similar, plays really quickly. Eric,
I had a chance to play it too. I did beat you, and the combat is somewhat persistent. The creatures don't just disappear at the end of a round around the table. You kind of have to decide whether you want to keep somebody out, attack with them or not, leave them out for defense. There's a lot more decisions within the combat than there is in Quarriors. It's sort of a different focus.
We want it to be really, really kinetic, right? So to push action forward. So every time, even when people die in combat, they just go back into your dice pool, and your dice pool gets bigger, and then the game escalates naturally. That's
well, it's Marvel. You just keep coming back.
Right.
Exactly right.
Now, you're a big Marvel fan, I'm guessing, because the characters seem very well. You know, I love Marvel, and the characters, the dice felt very similar to the superpowers.
Put a lot of it. Yeah, we put a lot of effort into it.
And before people yell about the heroes fighting heroes, it's based on Civil War, Avengers versus X-Men, in which it happened in Marvel, and they all fought each other for really no reason at all.
Sales.
I mean, what comic? Who hasn't read a comic in which any given Marvel hero has not fought any?
Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
Hulk versus a little kid. You know. That's a one-page paper.
That's the next expansion.
So how soon are we seeing these dice?
I don't know.
No.
March is what they said.
March is what we've been told.
And Scott from Wizkids, who Thunder has completely stolen, will be talking about it again later.
We don't have anything to say now. It's your turn. We'll ask him the details on that. But anyway, it's great to have you here. We see you're a VIP, very important person at this convention.
Oh, that's what it stands for.
I don't want to know what you thought it stood for. Go. All right, thank you, sir, for coming on. Eric Lang.
Thanks, Eric.
Fantastic game. All right, is Sam here?
Sorry.
Oh, see?
See?
You're not in the ball, chief. All right.
Hey, Tom.
Biggest game, obviously, at the convention. Or
Just in size.
In the world.
Possibly.
So, what do you do when someone comes and buys a game and then they kind of gawk at Ogre and they realize they don't know how to get it home?
We apologize. And then laugh.
Me too. So, is it kind of a relief to have Ogre finally out the door?
It is. It's not done. I mean, we're still looking at expansions. We've got lots of discussion taking place. And honestly, it is just barely out the door, so we're still working to make sure that all the Kickstarter backers are getting theirs and are happy with them, if there's any shipping issues, anything like that. And the retail version they're shipping now and should be done in the next couple of days, so retailers should be seeing them on shelves December 6th.
Now, real quick, tell us about you. You're from Steve Jackson Games.
I'm from Steve Jackson Games. I'm the production manager and the art director, and everything for this game at some point or another came through me. I designed the trays myself. A lot of it I did actually just personally, but...
The trays seemed like something difficult to design.
Oh, it was insane. Normally we could give a CAD drawing or something, do insert trays for any normal game, and when you get to a game this big, China looks at that and just laughs and doesn't understand.
The whole country just laughs.
So yeah, we had to try some really kind of interesting methods, and it ultimately boiled down, and I had to sculpt them out of masonite and ship them to China. No, here, make exactly this. Made 3 copies of that, and we had to compare everything, and the final product they got back, I am incredibly impressed with. I'm so happy with how it came out.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for weighing everyone here down. Who got a copy?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Scott. Your thunder has been completely stolen by Eric, and that wasn't my fault.
I know. What am I talking about now?
But you can at least answer the question that was, when's it coming out?
March. You're absolutely right. I know.
But there's more,
Shook me
though.
down and took my lunch money there.
This is, of course, Scott D'Agostino from Wizkids.
Wizkids. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having us here. It's been great demoing. But we have other games that we've been showing. So the Marvel Dice Masters has been a big push. It's been the first time we've been really showing it in front of the public, and great response. So thank you.
But there's also that amazing DS9.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You can get up close and personal with the DS9 in the booth.
So Star Trek Attack Wing, we have been doing demos, and we're in the middle right now of the Dominion War, which is storyline organized play event series, which is a 6-month program running at stores. Stores get organized play kits they can get from the distributor, which will have participation prizes, prize ships. And at the end of the 6 months, there is a grand prize of a model of Deep Space Nine, which is playable in the game. And we have it at our booth in the exhibitor hall to show the final painted model. But
you also put one up on a Jack Vasel Memorial Fund too, which is pretty cool.
It is up there, so take a look for it on the.
Unless you're listening to the show, in which case, too late.
Sorry.
Yeah. And I do have another thing I can show. And
that's right. Go ahead.
It doesn't
You got 10
make for a
seconds.
great radio here, but we are coming out with Couriers on the iOS.
Yeah.
This is just about a month and a half, 2 month time frame. Take a look for this. You'll be able to download this app. And then we're also looking to put out the expansions in the future. You can play AIs, you can play pass and play, or you can get on online and connect with other players to be able to play online up to 4 players.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, Scott.
And now we have another brand new company. One of the best named companies I know, Mr. B Games.
Sweet. How's it going, guys?
Now, last year when you were here and you had your 2 minutes, the whole room was quiet.
Because I had to whisper.
That's right.
Yes.
But you also told the story about finding a treasure from Sid Zax. But you can't. Can you top that?
No, I can't top that.
Okay.
Nor can I top Coyer's app. I had nothing back.
So you better tell something about your company.
Yeah. So I'm brand new.
Who are
back. My name is Sean Brown. I'm with Mr. B Games, and I'm back publishing again. I took about a 4 or 5 year hiatus while I was working at Eagle Games, but I'm back publishing on my own. First flagship title will be Alien Uprising, which is a cooperative game by Richard Lanius and myself. And you're a crew of a crashed starship on a planet, and you're trying to work together to find all the pieces that fell off during the crash while you're holding off a alien invasion at the same exact time.
It's very insane, but it feels like you just landed off a crash.
Yeah. And everybody's hitting the panic button.
I haven't won this game yet, but I now know what it means to be eaten by aliens multiple times.
Yes, absolutely.
The aliens don't stop, but it's really cool because you can run out,
right,
and like I got to go grab that thing and get back before the aliens get you, or you can just run out and start punching aliens,
throwing grenades.
That never ends well.
No, punching an alien.
Punching the aliens, it's not a good idea.
So that's what's newest and on the horizon.
What's the time frame? How close are you?
Things are rapidly moving, much quicker than I originally anticipated. So with any luck, I might be able to actually deliver a month or two earlier than originally planned.
That's different for Kickstarter.
Words you've never heard about Kickstarters.
I was trying to go for an Origins release, but this was before I knew I would be doing this job completely full time, and now this is my only job, and I got a lot of focus and effort, and that's what I do. And I got 2 or 3 other designs in the pike. I got Spurs, A Tale in the Old West.
And that's all the time you have. So you'll have to go check out the other ones. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, Plaid Hat.
Hello.
Hello. I found it interesting today that he deliberately takes the hat off to blend in.
Yes.
Well,
it's camouflage.
Sometimes, yeah.
So you can die of sadness in dead of winter. This is Colby from Plaid Hat Games.
Yeah, they mentioned it earlier. There's a morale track, and if it reaches 0, that's one of the ways the game ends. One of several. So Dead of Winter is a meta-cooperative game. They talked about it a century ago on the show, back towards the beginning, where you're survivors after an apocalypse, and you're having to work together to survive, but you have your own emotional or psychological needs, and you find yourself having to work through those at the same time, and those might come into contention with somebody else's needs. They might come into contention with the main.
Is this like a therapy game?
Well, I see you could learn a lot about your friends playing it, I imagine. But yeah, that's the idea. It's we're really excited about it. We've done a lot of play testing on it. We had the biggest play test we've ever had. We brought on like 120 play testers, and so put it through its paces, and all the play testers are really excited about it, and we've started to show it to people here, and they've been really excited about it. So we think we have a real winner on our hands.
A real winter?
There you go.
Yes.
So let's move on. How comes when Eric does it, it's okay?
Thanks for my 2-minute slot making the crowd boo.
Also, more Summoner Wars stuff just was released. I saw that, and more on the way.
The Vanguards and Fallen Kingdoms Second Summoners have been released. Second Summoners are really cool because they're ready to play faction deck, but they're also a revisit of a faction that you know with all new units and all new cards, and that makes them cross-compatible. And so,
isn't that wonderful?
Jungle Elves and Orcs.
See, I balanced out.
Thank you.
And your time's up. Thank you, sir.
All right, see you around.
He also has a podcast on the Dice Tower Network.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
I've learned now that he rather fed a bear and all that. Okay.
Yes.
Rick
Hello,
Thornquist.
hello, boys. I don't know why you're having a has-been like me on the show.
We gotta. It's part of contractual.
You have to fill time. I totally understand that. I've got nothing to pimp, so I don't know what I'm going to say this whole time.
Well, you've been in the hot games room.
Yeah, you've been ruling the roost.
That's true. That's
so
true.
tell us what the hottest game is.
The hottest. Wow. To tell you the truth, we had about 15 hot games in the hot games room, and pretty much all of them have been busy from beginning to end. I don't think there has been one game that has been unoccupied. So we've had quite a few: Russian Rails, Concordia, Caverna, Glass Roads, Rampage, Madeira. All of those have been busy from beginning to end. So it's been a great thing. And I mean, in previous years, we have had the occasional game that's been not busy, but this year it's like all of them are packed. So it's been great.
All right. So what's with the paper?
I got a little piece. This is just to remind me, of all the games in the hot games room.
Oh, I thought you were reading a love note or something.
Lewis, actually, this one. Dear Tom, what's with the hat? That's all it says. Lewis and Clark, Nations, Patch History, A Study in Emerald. Those are the other games we had in the hot games room.
So well, that's cool. And it really has. It's been different this year because the hot games room is in a corner.
Yes, before it has been in just one room, and it's been a little cramped. So now we're in the main room, and it's a little more airy, and we have a little more room, and we're not jamming people together. So it's been a lot better this year. And I mean, it's always been great, but this year I think it's even been better than previous years. So
all right.
Any
final thoughts?
I love the hat.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rick.
Next we have Cynthia, who has brought many great meeples to this place. This is, and when I heard that there was a booth with meeples, I went back expecting to see meeples of different colors. What I didn't expect was just to see
painted meeples
and piles of awesome things.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Meeple Source.
Well, we've been around since like 2006, but this is the first time we had a booth here. We usually just come play games. So there was a cancellation kind of last minute, so we decided to fill the spot, and we brought lots of stuff, and it was really exciting actually to meet people seeing our stuff for the first time and see them get really excited about it. I guess I'm kind of sentimental, but it kind of made me happy. So
I think most people are happy when their stuff sells.
Yeah.
And, now you have all these different pieces for games that people can upgrade. Which one do you think is the most popular? That people really like?
Well, it kind of goes in waves, but right now we sold tons of corn.
Corn is big right now.
Corn. I had to have my mom overnight me more corn, and now we're almost out of that. So
on a game show, yeah, more corn.
For love letter. Stuff like that. Our character meeples always are big hits. And we're taking requests. We're going to do a bunch of new stuff over the next few months. So if you write me, I answer all the emails on the site. So if you have any good ideas, it could get made.
Yeah, well, I bought the corn because I'm replacing the food in Caverna with it.
Okay.
And didn't you buy it too?
I didn't buy the corn. I bought individual character meeples. I actually won a gift certificate. You've been giving away stuff.
Yeah, also every hour.
Raffle tickets.
You won?
I won a gift certificate. And so I got some Star Trek meeples, and I got some monkey meeples.
What are you going to use those for?
I don't know yet.
Waste of time.
I could just use decorations. I'll hide them around the house and make the kids find them.
Easter egg hunt, Easter meeple hunt.
Yes.
So
people can find you online where?
Meeplesource.com.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. All right. Who's next? Who's next, Chief? Mike. Oh, Mike, you're next. Are you guys coming together, you and Paul?
Okay. Sure.
The great duo here. Well, I know you wanted to come together. All right. Well, if you guys would introduce yourselves and tell us.
I'm Mike Selinker. This is Paul Peterson. Wait, I just blew your line.
Okay, I'm Paul Peterson. This is Mike Selinker.
Awesome.
Good job.
So what games have you guys been working with lately?
Waste of time. So, why did you say that?
What did you tell him?
You said waste of time. It was mean. We brought the Pathfinder Adventure card game, which Paul and I worked on, which is awesome.
That's been a pretty big success.
Obviously not, because that was quiet when he mentioned that.
They just wanted to hear what he was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty interesting ride the last couple of months. We thought we were making a nice little hobby game, and it kind of blew up. And
yeah, it was certainly one of the hottest games at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Were you expecting that?
No.
No, we weren't expecting
No,
it to sell out Thursday morning.
Yeah, we did not have 4 hours into Thursday in the pool because we would have had a lot more copies if we had that in the pool.
Yeah.
Now I think the first pack was released with the at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think another one was just released.
Just released a couple weeks ago. We've been doing something pretty fun. We've been doing a marathon of the entire adventure path in the game, all the way through the stuff that's not going to be out until June of next year.
And so all the way through chapter 6.
Yeah, people are seeing things that they had no idea was coming, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's also been a good reminder for us of exactly what we put in the game.
Wow,
because we don't actually remember.
And we also just announced the next set.
Yes, on Monday.
Shackles and
Skull and Shackles.
Skull and Shackles.
Yeah, we decided
Pirate-themed
to
set.
go out on the water and have ships and guns and.
So this is the next big box with a new set of chapter packs.
Yeah, I mean, now it's no ogre.
It's a pretty big box.
Well, two of them together is pretty big.
It is an ogre. Half of them together weighs as much as an ogre.
That's
two of them
So is that your goal?
To make an ogre?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to make a lot more than an ogre.
Now, Paul, they just announced the latest expansion for Smash Up.
And that's the third one, which is science fiction double feature. It's going to be spies, monkeys with cyber monkeys, time travelers, and mutants. Or shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters, yes. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shapeshifter robots.
Exactly.
Time-traveling dinosaurs.
Exactly. I like the steampunk cyber monkeys is always fun. So.
Now, is it getting harder to play test as you add 4 more? You have to multiply it by every other one out there?
A little bit, but it's actually still fun, so I don't care. I play it all the time. So.
Are all your games still fun?
Well, I don't play games.
No time.
No. Of course it is. I mean, look. I mean, we made a game with like 1,000 cards in it. So we're constantly like finding these new card combinations, and Paul will come in and said, "I think this works." I'll go, "That doesn't work," and oh my God, it does work. And so yeah, we have a great time doing it, and we have a great team. A couple more of our developers are here: Chad Brown and Tanis O'Connor. And so we just enjoy it. We signed up for 45 hours of running this marathon, so I hope we enjoy what we're doing.
Well, congratulations! Both games, the Smash Up and the Pathfinder game, have really just been a huge success.
Yeah,
so
very pleased.
Congratulations, guys!
Thank you for
thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Not a problem. And we're up to the Pope, Brian Pope from Mage Wars.
From Arcane Wonders.
Arcane Wonders, right. That makes Mage Wars.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Great. Tom, thanks for blowing up our ship yesterday with those nukes. That was awesome.
It was. He was on the winning ship.
The quote-unquote winning ship.
Win's a win.
The exploded winning ship.
I brought your favorite spell book.
Whoop. Yeah.
It's scary. It's alive.
These are our new spell books for our new expansion, Druid versus Necromancer. We're super excited about this. It just went on sale 2 days ago. So this is our best expansion yet. We put a lot of time and effort into it, a lot of play testing. We're really excited about the characters, Forces of Life versus the Forces of Death. Tom, you played it. Did you have fun?
The Forces of Life, also known as my daughter, beat the Forces of Death.
Great. Well, there's a lot of cool things going on here. We've got...
No, me. No, that's not what that meant. I promise.
So you got skeletons and zombies hoarding against giant trees and giant vines and plants. And it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. They got 2 totally different play styles, different tactics and strategies working against each other, very well balanced. And we got lots of great stuff coming up next year. We have a Forged in Fire set coming out in the spring, which is an alternate warlord versus an alternate warlock. And then we have a Paladin versus Siren in the summer.
Got anything non-Mage Wars coming up?
Yes, actually we do. I can't make an announcement for like 2 weeks, but we've got a number of titles.
A number? There's lots of different numbers. It could be any number.
Okay, go ahead and say something.
Oh, it was just
3.
Well, I mean, we can talk about what the focal point of it, right?
Sure.
Yeah, well, what we're doing is we're working together and we're making a Dice Tower Essentials line. And we have 2 of the games set, right?
That's correct.
We have a possible third. But the first 2 are fantastic. And we'll talk more about them in the future because we just like to be a tease. And for once I know it and I'm not sitting there going, what is it?
Well, for once we'll be more than just Mage Wars, which Mage Wars will always be our primary focus, but we've got some great stuff lined up. And so we're going to be pushing Arcane Wonders as a company instead of Mage Wars by itself as a game.
And then there's another announcement that's even bigger that will be coming in the future.
Pretty big.
All right, so well, how's that for nothing?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel informed.
Do you?
I feel really informed.
All right, and your time's up. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Patrick, you're on. Now you're here to talk about board rumors, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, of course. No.
What are you here to talk about?
What do you want me to talk about?
Well, what's new from Crash Games?
We have an extraordinary micro game called Council of Verona.
It's a good game.
It is a great game.
It's a good game.
Great game. Here's the 20.
Oh, it's a great game.
It's a great game.
That's how the dice tower works.
It's not? Oh, no.
20s are, we do it for $1.
But, wow, I could have got it here much cheaper.
Yeah. So, Council of Verona is in one of the small games, and it's Romeo and Juliet.
It is. It is a bluffing deduction game set in the world of Romeo and Juliet, where players are taking on the role of citizens of Verona, lending their influence to various characters from the story, and then whoever has the most influence points at the end wins the game. 10 to 15 minutes. It's awesome.
You got piles of them, and I see them everyone playing.
No, I don't. They're going fast. I brought piles of them, but the piles are disappearing, thankfully. I don't know about this. This is a new thing, games being sold. I'm like, I have money in my pocket. Don't any of you jump me. I am a heavy guy. I will fall. So, no, we've got crazy awesome stuff coming up. I've got a tremendously big announcement. No pun intended. No pun.
What? I wasn't going to make one.
At the end of this month. And then even bigger. I was waiting for you to catch up, Eric. I'll give you a little extra time. Just a little bit. Oh, no. No.
You broke me.
I'm sorry. But great stuff in the pipeline. I wish I could say more. And I hate people that do that.
This is such an informative show.
Yeah, right?
There's lots of cool stuff coming.
Here is this great thing. I can tell you nothing about it. And I swear, I'm not just trying to drum up fake interest. There are some really, really cool things that I'm excited about. Each year that I get to keep doing this, and I'm sure that my wife's going to cut me off eventually, each year I get to do this, it truly gets better and better.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, sir. All right, a newer company, a couple of years now, right?
Yes.
Conquistador Games.
Conquistador Games, yes.
And they have a new game out about mass genocide. Is that correct?
We steer clear from the word genocide.
Oh.
Yeah. So our game is tomorrow, and it's set in the near future when the world's scientists unanimously agree that we've overpopulated the world, we've screwed it up, and everyone's going to die. The one thing that might save us is if we massively, radically depopulate the world in a short period of time. So you're cooperatively...
You're sounding like a politician right now.
You're cooperatively playing as one of 6 major powers trying to unleash biological atrocities to devastate billions of innocent people. Competitively, you are using military, nukes, espionage, and cyber weapons to work against each other, try and get the most political capital, and set yourself up to be the next great superpower.
All right. Well, this is very interesting. Is there anything? And you've already done the new science, which was a game very similar themed.
No, very different theme. Very different theme. But we've sold out of the new science here, so thank you very much to all of you for being such great supporters.
So what's next? Can you tell us? You did tomorrow. Is the next one the day after?
Yeah, we do have the day after tomorrow coming. It'll probably be 2015. That's going to be a cool game.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Next game we'll be kickstarting is one called Edison versus Tesla. It will deal with the war of currents in the 1880s, 1890s, and it's going to be a really rollicking fun time.
Oh, that's a good theme, too.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And that's really about all the time we have. Sit down.
Would you like to introduce me? All right, no, but before I sit down, I have this letter addressed to Tom Vasel that I have to read here. It's from the law firm of Santulli, Guido, and
Why is it written on multiple sheets of paper that are spread out? Go ahead.
And it reads like this. Dear Mr. Vasel, it's come to our attention that you have repeatedly and publicly and maliciously and continuously ridiculed our client, the Honorable Stephen M. Bonacore, President of Stronghold Games. Please do now and forever and immediately cease and desist this behavior, or Mr. Bonacore will own the Dice Tower Network, or you'll find a horse's head in your bed. So, all right, so just take that into consideration between now and the end of this interview. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Eric, how are you?
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So what's new?
We have a lot of great games here. Some that you've been mocking in your videos.
Well, no, we get the Going, Gone. I'm not mocking the game. I'm mocking the players who played me in the game.
Oh, yeah. So when you were talking about it here, right?
Yes, sir.
Of course. And that was great, though. You had a great time with that, right? We had run a great tournament here. Scott Nicholson was here. And we ran a tournament. We crowned the world champion of Going, Gone.
Who is it?
Here. I don't remember his name, but he's won a free trip, free badge to the next year's BGG.con, which is
that's
great.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of games.
And the finale was a giant version of the game.
That's right. We did a giant. Scott mocked up a giant version of the game.
Did people lose hands?
There were like people getting their hands knocked off.
There was a
crazy.
safety line, I believe. They had to stand behind a line and throw discs into
No safety line. They were just slamming them into these things that were like 5 feet off the ground.
I saw an earlier version.
Oh yeah, no, it was a fun great romp. But let's talk about Space Sheep. You
Let's
just like
do that.
Tom just like panned that game
I did
on
not
his own.
pan it.
Panned the game on his things. He said it's a niche within a niche. But you know what? There's going to be another video coming out by someone else on the Dice Tower Network. Dan King, sitting over there, he's going to do another video because he loved the game. So Space Sheep, if you listen to his video, don't listen to it. Listen to Dan's video that's going to come out in a couple of weeks.
I'm going to edit it before I post it.
Yeah, you can edit it.
It'll just be blank.
It's a puzzle game, spaced, loosely based on in the Star Wars. Yes, it's pasted on, but it's supposed to be a funny, light theme for Star Wars. You have to get your Space Sheep and your Shepherd class ships back to the home systems.
I want you to listen to what you just said.
It's silly. It's supposed to be silly. It's a silly puzzle game.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Did you?
I did enjoy it quite a bit. I played it here.
That's right. Tom cannot think logically. And the third game we'll just talk about a little bit is Space Cadets Dice Duel, which we had at Gen Con for a little bit.
No, you don't get to talk about the good games.
We get to premiered really at Essen.
Talking about Space
Oh my God, I only
Sheep.
got 2 minutes here. Shush. Premiered at Essen really.
You're way past that.
And now we had it. And now we have it here. It's now just come out. Team versus team, real-time dice rolling Starship combat. Nothing competes with it. It's a fantastic game. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And last, really, seriously, last, we have the ticket thingamabobbers. Where's the tickets that we can draw from? We'll put them in this.
In your
nice hat. It's in style. But meanwhile, we have the folks who make this really great convention happen.
Indeed.
We have Jeff Anderson and Scott Halton. All right, guys. Now, this has been the biggest one yet. That's correct, right? So, thoughts so far? I know you're tired.
I'm just loving it. I'm energized. It's great. I am tired.
It's because you ate those M&Ms.
No, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. I'm loving it too. I'm on like 4 hours sleep right now, but I don't care. Just trying to enjoy every minute. I'm kind of sad it's almost over.
So don't say that. We're only like just barely halfway. There's still 2 more days.
No, you're not. You're past that.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
I'm doing math.
Have you had a chance to play anything while you're here?
I have.
You better speak. It's the one thing I
played
played I
Eldritch
can't
Horror
talk about.
last night.
You can talk about it.
At midnight to 4. We played a 4-hour session.
Okay.
We lost. And
Of
then
what?
Played
Eldritch Horror.
You lost?
Yeah.
Who'd you go up against?
Athathoth?
Yeah, that guy's
Is that how you
bad.
say that? I don't know how to say it.
We fought Cthulhu.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a really great game.
It is. The storyline's really strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I played Robinson Crusoe, which I love too.
Yeah. Did you win
Lost
that?
No. Couldn't build that fire. I don't even know why I bother with these games.
Have you won anything to this?
No.
Lot of co-ops.
No, you won the game show.
I won Spielathon.
Yes. So
they won so many games.
What's different about the convention this year? What's changed? And
We just kind of scaled up a little bit. We, after growing 75% last year, we didn't know what would happen, and so we planned for basically the same number. We still grew 10-15%. I just got the badge count before I came up here. We've already got 2,250 people here already, or at least that many badges picked up. Still another 250 badges to go. We shifted rooms just a little bit, but the big news is Demoland. That's the big change for us, and I think that was big success. We just love having all the exhibitors here. Especially last year was our first year with a traditional pipe and drape kind of exhibit hall, and huge success. And it sold out like that. We added another 10-15 booths, and we still were sold out in May. And people still wanted to come.
Still a lot of people want to come that can't make it.
Yeah,
we can't fit in.
We couldn't fit in, so we opened up a whole new area where basically you can have a table and do whatever you want with it. That's right part of our hot games room. So it's kind of all the same room, and I think it's been really popular for everything I've heard. So because not everybody needs a booth. Some people just want to show off one game, or they're working on a Kickstarter. They're trying to generate buzz. So that's been the big thing.
We also more than doubled our Team Geek.
Yes,
which is awesome. So anybody wearing like the gray jersey, silver jerseys are Team Geekers, and they're volunteers.
Big round of applause for Team Geek. So what's no way we could run the show without them.
What's the biggest challenge of corralling 2,500 geeks?
I don't know that it's really a challenge because they're self-organizing. I mean, that's from our perspective. People are going to do what they want to do, and we get the best people here that behave themselves, and they find fun things to do, and we get out of the way, and it just works.
All right. Well, once again, you guys have done a fantastic job. It's been a really great convention, and we look forward to seeing the rest.
All right.
Now,
thank you.
That, folks who are listening and are watching, is that. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Eric Summerer.
And you've been listening to or watching The Dice Tower.